So today we want to talk about diesel treatment or antigel. First I got the hose. This one treats 3,600 liters. And it's a diesel treat, diesel antigel, and fuel lubricant. And it cost about $36 for a jug like that on Amazon. If you read the instructions in the back of the hose, it'll tell you when it gets minus 25 or colder, you're supposed to double the amount, and I do recommend that. Second, I got power service. This is a winterizer anti-gel, prevents gelling, protects against fuel filter icing. It treats up to 950 liters. And the cost for that is a Canadian Tire, $31.99. Third, I've got a Kleen Flow, low sulphur diesel fuel conditioner. Lubricates injectors and fuel pumps, prevents freezing and icing of fuel. One container treats 1,000 liters. And the instructions are on the back there in fine print, you can read those. And the cost of that is at Home Hardware, $12 each. And fourth, I've got STP Ultra Diesel 5-in-1. Save fuel, prevent fuel from gelling, boost contain, inhibit corrosion, improve lubricity. It treats up to 189 liters. It's a smaller container. The container holds 354 milliliters. And the cost for that at an Assel or Husky is $16.94, so $17. And fifth, I've got an XP3 diesel fuel enhancer, 17 ounce, for $59.95, 2,000 liters of diesel per bottle. I used all 5 of these and ran with it in cold weather. The hose is not my favorite. It was minus 30 and I had this already applied to my fuel and my truck started running really hard. I ended up adding the STP to that and that really fixed it. But I didn't try running it double, because in the back description of the hose it'll tell you that you're supposed to run a double at minus 25 or colder. I think it's minus 20 or minus 25. And I didn't do that, so can I really say it's not the way to go? No, but it's not my preference because I know there's better. So another option I have is the power service. I don't mind this at all. It treats 950 liters, which means I can fuel up. My tank holds almost 1,000 liters. So it's kind of perfect for one fuel up, so I don't mind that if it's really cold. And then the other option is the Kleen Flow. I didn't mind that. It works. It did the job. I can't really tell the difference between these two. Like they're both good. They do the job. But then there's the STP, which was my favorite. So I ended up, the one trip it was warm at home when I left and I did not have any fuel conditioner along with me, nor in the truck. So I ended up buying this when it was already freezing cold in the morning. I drove all day. It got cold. I stopped that night. It was so cold I had the truck running. And in the morning, I stopped this. And it made a huge, huge difference. Like, this stuff is good. And I use this. It says it treats up to 189 liters. I applied it to about 500 liters, and it did good. It did really, really good. And the XP3 is not bad at all. I use it when I go out west. Again, they have a nice little jug. It's pretty strong, and I can use it on one fuel up, and I don't have to have, you know, a half a liter, a half a bottle full in my truck, because I carry oil with me, I carry tools with me, so I don't have a whole lot of extra room. So I kind of like when it's a type of thing where I use one bottle for a week trip, or even one fuel up. I'm not here really to say this is bad, that's good, this is bad. I'm just telling you my experience. As far as the price wise, I think this one makes sense, and the XP3 is more expensive. I don't really know, but it's good for a lot of liters, so I think that evens out too. This is good, and the clean flow is good. I've heard a lot of good things about this. I didn't mind it. I'm going to with the power service most for one reason, and that is my company supplies this. My company supplies this and the hose for the company trucks. I don't really like the hose as much as the power service. I'm going to go with the power service. When I ran the hose, I had a friend along with me. We were trucking together, two of us, and he ran the hose as well, but his truck ended up stalling. The fuel gelled up, and he had this along with it, but I don't think he used the cold description or instructions for the cold weather. Another thing is, he had a Cat fuel filter, and I've heard that they are finer than a Donaldson. So he swapped that out. He didn't have any problems from there on, but he also added the STP fuel conditioner after his fuel gelled up. Thanks guys for watching. Hope you enjoy it. You make the decision what you want to use.